Having gained independence in March 1994, Namibia is one of the African continent's youngest nations. With a land mass that is approximately 1.5 times smaller than neighboring South Africa and slightly bigger than half of Alaska, Namibia is ranked the 34th largest country in the world and has a population of 3.1 million people. Since independence, the Namibian economy has slowly thrived, recording year-on-year positive growth rates, mainly due to the profitability of local indigenous and foreign businesses alike. The Pupkewitz Group is one of the largest local corporate entities on the Namibian business landscape, having been established in 1904 by Max Pupkewitz and his wife Anna to primarily build wagons. Their sons Harold, Morris and Julius followed in their footsteps and turned the group into the market leader that it is today.
Harold Pupkewitz, a second-generation member of the Pupkewitz family, and probably the real contributor to the business in terms of its entrepreneurial development and growth, was very passionate about the economic development of Namibia. Throughout his career, he was involved in the commentary and progress around how it is that Namibia might develop, and certainly saw his work in terms of growing and developing the Pupkewitz Group as being a critical part of building out the Namibian economy.
So why the Pupkewitz Group? Why was it set up? It is really to provide vital services and essential commodities in the construction of Namibia. And we pride ourselves with the ethos of customer satisfaction and excellent service.
Over the years, the company's business portfolio has been diversified to meet the needs of the times, and growth has been exponential through a well-structured system of operations.
Pupkewitz is a diversified holding company containing 6 operating subsidiaries as well as a foundation. Our largest business is Pupkewitz MegaBuild, which was founded in 1946 and is a one-stop shop for building contractors as well as DIY enthusiasts. Our second largest business is the Pupkewitz Motors division, where we sell 1 in every 3 cars in the country. Followed by that is Pupkewitz MegaTech, which is a one-stop shop for electrical contractors and has recently branched out into the provision of products in the solar and renewable space.
So renewable energy is one of the most important aspects in terms of energy for Namibia at this stage. That's because as a country we are a very sparsely spaced country, which means it makes it very difficult for the grid to reach each and every rural area in Namibia. So to get to the rural areas faster, we will need to employ renewable energy.
We have Pupkewitz Catering Supplies, which supplies industrial catering equipment and white goods to hotels, lodges, schools and hostels. And then we have a 50-50 partnership in a business called ANDREA, which is a retailer for farmers. And lastly, and this is one of our interesting diversification moves, we in 2016 invested in a fintech startup called Pay Today, which is a P2P and P2B payments platform and has recently branched out by building a Know Your Customer product called Identity Today.
Diversification is it's an important business strategy. Any business should have. If you look at the type of businesses that we are involved in, they have been able to carry one another in times of difficulty.
Like many other businesses, the Pupkewitz Group has had its fair share of challenges along the way. Challenges they have surmounted and which gives them confidence in their ability to stay afloat even in rough times.
Since 2016, Namibia has faced a difficult economic environment. I think that the proactive approach that we've taken at Pupkewitz to recognizing the need to right-size our businesses and commencing with the type of cost-cutting that was required in order to right-size our businesses to the changing size of the Namibian economy, whilst one might not immediately posit that as an achievement, has actually been an enormous component of what has sustained the resilience of our business coming into the pandemic.
And I'm happy to say that we have been able to withstand through careful planning and management and application of resources in such a way that we have managed to grow the business despite all that.
The pivots on which success has been achieved include a well-oiled staff management system and the adoption of a purpose-driven culture which encourages staff to deliver excellence.
We also have the management development programs for in order to have to beef up our capacity for succession, and also just making ourselves relevant to the management needs of today at all times. There are always management development programs ongoing, even as we speak now. And these are the things that keep the group ticking and moving forward in a successful fashion.
Success comes with responsibility, and the conglomerate is no stranger to taking up social intervention programs in line with its national development policies.
At the end of the day, we are in for business, but also having a meaningful impact on society.
A belief in the holistic national development approach has seen the Pupkewitz Group supporting SMEs with financial and technical assistance, especially in the building construction industry, which has a bulk of SMEs operating within Namibia.
By being a caring corporate citizen, the Pupkewitz Group has also forwarded a progressive model of doing business.
Again, through the Pupkewitz Foundation, they partner government and other non-governmental organizations at developing and implementing innovative and sustainable solutions for Namibians.
I am particularly proud to see the work of the foundation just recently, all of us as Namibians, and I think the world over, we were all tested. What is it that we can do in times of need?
We should actually see what is needed in the country and not always rely on responses to requests. And that's how over the last 10 years I've developed a way of dispersing our funds where we implement projects in relation to needs in the country. One example would be where over 5,000 classrooms are needed. So one of the projects we implemented and are still implementing in the last 5 years is classroom building around the regions. Another project that I would like to mention is one that which has been undertaken under community development, where we feed early childhood development centers nutritious food. This we started doing because 3 out of 5 children in Namibia suffer from stunting, malnutrition, etc. And we try to be an advocate or try to implement advocacy in our thinking. So whilst we cannot feed everybody or all children, where the feeding happens, it's always the most highly nutritious food.
As the group continues to bask in its heritage and glory, they are consistently driven to chatter and explore new territories for the future.
Well, we are excited about the application of new technologies, not only in terms of use, but also in terms of our involvement as an investment opportunity.
An important aspect of the future, as we all well know, is transition into the digital world and the fourth industrial revolution. We're very excited at Pupkewitz to start to introduce advancements to our business model and how it is that we get our products to customers in order to respond to the new opportunities and technologies that we have available.
We also are looking forward to see the expansion of the footprint of the group within Namibia, but also with an eye to see beyond Namibia.
With the continued goodwill of the Namibian people, coupled with a stable, thriving economy, the Pupkewitz Group is set to remain relevant for many generations to come.